run your own race. These 4 words mean a lot. And if you keep in mind and follow through, your life is more likely to be brighter, happier, and sweeter. Now, I want you to think, have you ever felt you are nothing compared to others? It actually took me 20 years to realize that once I start to get involved and work harder without comparing me with others, I can definitely be who I want to be. Hi, I'm Olivia. Now I'm asking you to go on tour with me. Put your seatbelt on, let's go back to my childhood. Growing up in a big family can be truly frustrating, especially when all of my cousins are the typical study material. Unlike me, somehow in my school transcript, the red color was always more than the black one. And yet, all of my relatives love to compare me with their children in terms of grade, height, and even weight. Literally everything. That was all they care about. I could even see the brightness in their eyes when they judged one another. By the time went by, their voice has gotten into my mind that I came to believe no matter how much I tried, I would never be better than others. So, why bother to try? I was holding this so bad to against myself from trying new things, or even pursuing what I really wanted. I still remember one day, my grandpa happened to have 3 pencil boxes and was asking if anyone wanted. There were 4 kids playing toys on the ground floor living room, including me. The other 3 ran to my grandpa in no time, excluding me. While I was still hesitating to step forward, there was already nothing left. This kind of thing happened to me several times, from childhood to collegehood. More often than not, I found myself being afraid of getting what I want. It was simply because I didn't have the strength to say I wanted. And more step I took back, more weakened I have become. Until one day, something just crossed my mind. I had the thought that, what if I can fairly do something greater than I thought who I am? Here it is. I need to get out of my comfort zone. I dropped my school. In the 2nd year of college, I told my parents that I want to see where life takes me. Without taking any penny from them, I bought a one-way ticket. And with only $60 in my pocket, I flew all the way to the United States. You might be wondering how my parents took it. However, my father ended up not talking to me for months. My mom left me a message. When you dream, dream big. When you fight, fight hard. In order to support my living, I started working non-stop from 9 to 9 at the restaurant for the first 3 months, and also teaching kids music every day after work to cover my rent, $800, which was way more than I could afford it. And the following 7 months, I would be working and going to school without any break. No Halloween, no Christmas, and of course, no Black Friday shopping. If I told you that I faced no challenges and obstacles on my study journey, I would be lying. During the 1 year, I've been struggling a lot. In terms of food, culture shock, and most importantly, language barrier. Because when I started from zero. I literally have no English foundation at all. For example, I didn't know if I need to say, how are you today? Or, how do you today? Back then, my English ability started where I was in elementary school. Yeah, it was as bad as you could ever imagine. I would be writing down those vocabularies I saw from TV shows on paper in English and stick them all around my room. Every time I saw it, I needed to make sentence with it. They enabled me not only to memorize the words, but also know how to use it properly. On top of that, I listened to English radio every single night until I fell asleep. I've been constantly doing that for a year. From time to time, I wanted to give up, but somehow, deep down in my mind, I knew it was indeed to complete a task. Not for anyone else, but for myself. However, in 2014, I had the chance to study at Pittsburgh State University in this state through a school program with scholarship for a year. The moment when I was walking around the campus on the first day of school, I knew all the efforts were paying off. I'm not sure if you heard of this song before, It goes, by and by, when the morning comes. I profoundly believe morning will eventually come. There might always be many people waiting to see me fail, but that's okay, because I know how much it takes to get to see a light in the end of a tunnel. I can't control other people's mind. I can only do my best. I can't change how other people think of me. I can only roll my own rest. I can't always desire having what I don't have, but I can get myself prepared to make sure that when the opportunity comes, I will be able to grab it. Now you're free to unbuckle your seatbelt. Dear me.